try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Peoples. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one had an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. To the air. It's St. Clair. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Now it's second down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires quickly to the left. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Breaks into the open. The 30. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He escapes the pocket. Swarmed with a pass rush.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second and goal from the 1. That's a design quarterback keeper. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Peoples. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line for some return. possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big play.
And they heave it deep downfield. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He's forced out at the 10, not what they were looking for. Bad field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a run to the left. Good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's caught. It's Marshall. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Wolverines push it to the line, run the hurry out. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Of course they're going to pick up the 1st down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs that come through Ann Arbor.
Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after that great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. That's reeled in. It's Porter. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. behind the line. It's Porter. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. First down here for this offense. But for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, looking downfield near the end zone. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He could go. Steps out of bounds after a huge pickup, but hang on. There is a penalty marker on the play. This one might be coming back. Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And it's incomplete even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks free. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. The Wolverines looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it rip. Oh, what a grab! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no...
On a pass rush, gets home.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Second down now after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. And the Wolverines will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And there's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. No fair catch, so going to make a return here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense contributes 6 points.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got his man wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a draw, we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points. Now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Caught by the receiver. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
On the run, it's Marshall. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but it will set the offense at 35.
Chris, that's his third interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. To throw, it's St. Clair. Grab down the middle, it's Hunter. Gets into space at the 50. They bring it down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He comes up with the catch. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Caught near the sticks. It's Hunter. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Buckeyes. A huge defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run that hurry out.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hunt over the middle. It's Moore. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. We're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Marshall. Brings her in the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards. And it's a touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Porter.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. It's a quarterback keeper. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
Defense is spread all over the field, doing a pretty good job here, keeping him out of the end zone. But he gets enough.
And looking for a big play here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He lets it go. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. He hands it off from the gun.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? It's a short return. They bring it down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. On the run here, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Tackle to the 35. Good enough for a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry up. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field. So let's check this out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. The Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there. The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
1st and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw it. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Nice grab. It's Porter. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield. It's St. Clair. He escapes the pocket. He'll try a pass here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game? They have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Pounding away with the run game. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's a regular season game group that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. From the shotgun, handoff inside. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in, higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up for Kirk Herbstreit